Hey there, Magic players. Barry White here from MagicUntapped.com and Magic Untapped right here on YouTube. With me is a gentleman you probably recognize, Mark Rosewater, head designer for Magic the Gathering at Wizards of the Coast. Mark, how you doing? How are you enjoying MagicCon Atlanta 2025?
Oh, I love MagicCon. MagicCon is awesome. So it's just all these people that love Magic all in one giant room together. So it's awesome.
So this is MagicCon Atlanta 2025.
Yes.
Magic the Gathering, of course, came out in 1993.
Yes.
That is, if you're just counting decades, 4 decades.
Yes.
4 decades of Magic the Gathering.
Yes.
That's roughly how many cards have been made in 4 decades?
About 30,000, I believe.
Only 30,000.
Only 30,000.
Only 30,000. Yeah. So we're going to have a little fun. This should be easy for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you to pick 4 out of 30,000.
Okay.
Okay? But for fun, we're going to break it down by decade.
Okay.
I know you start as a player.
Okay.
Right? And then you went into writing for the Duelist and then full-on game designing. So you got some good knowledge to pull on here, I know.
Okay. You guys got to remember when cards came out.
You got to remember when cards came out. Yes. We're not going to count reprints.
Yes.
So just for fun, the 1990s. So 1993 through 1999. What is your favorite card? Tell me all about it.
Okay, so my favorite card is Morrow. So basically, I was working on Mirage. There was a hole in the file. There was a card that I had designed before I even came to Wizards. And I said, oh, I have a great card. And so when Bill Rose, who is the head of that set, he wrote it in the file, we used to have this email system, and Bill had figured out the fewest number of letters he had to type to autofill in your name. And for me, it was M-A for Mark and R-O for Rosewater. So he just wrote Morrow down just to say, oh, Mark gave me this card.
It's like placeholder.
It's a placeholder. And the creative team goes, yeah, that sounds good to us. So it got printed. And now it's kind of my nickname among the community. And so one of the most awesome things about Magic is I got to be part of Magic. There's a Magic card that has my name on it, and we don't do that anymore. We stopped doing vanity cards. So, but it got what we call grandfathered in. So Morrow is just a kind of creature in Magic. So we actually make more Morrow cards. So that's very cool.
So and I guess you can play with many iterations of Mark Rosewater in your games now.
And the other cool thing is Stuart Griffin did the original art. One of the cool stories about that is it wasn't done as a Magic card. Sue Ann Harkey, who was the art director for Mirage, found it at a show and bought the digital rights to it. And so after the card got made, I bought it from Stuart Griffin. So it sits in my house, and it's much bigger. It's a full-size picture, and it's cropped for the card, but there's more in the picture. So anyway, it's really cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So it's bigger than that.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's 1990s. Let's talk about the aughts. 2000 through 2009. What's your favorite, your pet card? The one that you're like, I just love this thing.
Okay. So I think 2000 to 2009. Yeah. Okay. This is 2005, 2006 ish. So one of the fun things about being a Magic designer is that occasionally you get to make a card that's just for you. I mean, most of the time we're making cards for lots of all the players out there. But I mean, one of the neat things about being a card designer is every once in a while, like, I just want this card to exist. I'm going to find a place to put it, and I'm going to make it. So as players, people who read my stuff might know, I'm a giant fan of doubling things. I like to double things. So I made a card that just doubled everything called Doubling Season. And I found a home for it in Ravnica. And I put it in there because I really wanted it to exist. I was so excited. The audience really loved it too. So,
a lot of people like it.
Yeah, so it turns out, one of the things that's really interesting is back in the day, I was the one making all the doubling effects because I liked them. And in fact, R&D used to make fun of me because I kept making doubling effects, but I just liked them. But now a whole new generation has grown up with all the doubling effects I made when I was, back in the day, that now I don't have to make doubling effects anymore. Everybody else is making the doubling effects. So I've influenced the next generation of R&D so they can make doubling effects.
Would you say you have preemptively doubled the doubling effects?
I have, yes.
Now, let's go to the next decade.
Okay.
2010 through 2019.
2010 through 2019.
There was a big evolution in Magic in that decade.
Okay, so, I'm trying to remember the name of the card. It is from Innistrad, which I think it fits in that time period.
I believe so.
And in Innistrad, is it Endless Ranks of the Dead? It's a card that allows it lets your zombie army keep growing. so it keeps making more zombies. It has one of probably my favorite piece of art of all Magic. It's all the zombies pressed up against the stained glass.
I remember it.
And one of the goals when I was trying to make Innistrad was I really wanted zombies to act like zombies in the movies. And the idea of zombies in the movies is any one zombie isn't that scary. You can deal with a zombie. They're slow, they're not smart. You know, one zombie isn't a threat. What really is a threat to zombies is, well, there's a lot more than one of them.
Right.
And so what I wanted to do is make a zombie gameplay where, like, it's not that I beat you with my zombies. My zombies are kind of weak, they're 2/2s, whatever. But how many zombies do I need before you have trouble? And so I really loved the fact that I could design something that just had this growing sense of zombie armies. And so I really like that card.
Kind of like the movie Shaun of the Dead, where at the beginning of the movie, it's like, oh, they're just kind of like shambling around, just random guys. But then by the end, you're like, oh no.
Yes. There's a wave of zombies.
A wave of zombies, yes. And now let's go modern era.
Okay.
2020 to now, 2025. What's your favorite?
2020 to 2025. I'm going to say Vorthos from Infinity.
Okay.
So one of the things is, way back in the day, I made the 3 archetypes, that Timmy, Johnny, Spike. Now Timmy, Tammy, Johnny, Jenny, and Spike.
Right.
And each one of them got a card made. And then there's 2 what we call aesthetic profiles, which is Vorthos and Mel. Vorthos loves the flavor, Mel loves the mechanics. And so I made a card for Vorthos. And so it was just a really fun design. The idea is you pick any character from all of Magic, and then it rewards you for cards that have that character in the art or reference that character, and so that you can build a Chandra deck or something. That was the idea.
Right.
And now with Universes Beyond, you can build decks with, the rule is just has to be a character that appears on a Magic card. So if you want to build a Doctor deck, if you want to build a Wolverine deck, whatever you want to build, like all that is possible. And so the Vorthos card, it's a really fun encapsulating of that. And I love silver border cards, so I mean, this was technically an Acorn card, but I love Uncard. So
the Uncard, yes. I guess next year we can start making Captain Kirk Vorthos decks, couldn't we?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
In fact, the very first draft I ever did of Star Trek when we were is I first picked Kirk. I second picked Spock, and I'm like, I don't even know if they go into deck together, but I am playing them together, so I'll figure it out.
They deserve to be together, really. You would call it the real Dr. McCoy.
Yes.
Okay, Mark, thank you very much. It's always cool just to talk fun things about Magic the Gathering with you. Guys, I hope you all enjoyed this as well. On behalf of Mark and myself here at Magic Untapped, thank you very much for watching.